Meldrick closed his laptop with frustration, realizing that reaching out to others who barely knew him from Adam was probably not the best idea. He could probably glean one or two possible suggestions in the morning, since once the feeding frenzy had reached its apex. But sitting and waiting for the kinder, more accommodating people to log on was just as crazy as tossing and turning in his bed. Maybe it was best to return there and let the warm milk work its magic. Before Meldrick could return down the hallway, though, his cell phone buzzed on his desk. He looked at the caller ID and saw it was Rebecca O'Shea, who lived right across the street. Rebecca and Meldrick had gone to high school together. As Rebecca moved to town her freshman year, she decided to stay in Chino Valley, however, married her high school sweetheart, and gave him 5 children. They decided that somehow that wasn't enough, and they adopted 2 more. In fact, Rebecca had helped Meldrick through the adoption process when he got Evan. Rebecca's family operated a hobby farm, as her husband worked as a counselor for the local school district, and she homeschooled their children and headed up a local group of homeschooling families. Rebecca was one of the most resourceful people Meldrick knew. Hello? Meldrick? It's Rebecca. I noticed your light was on and thought I'd check and make sure everything was alright. That's very thoughtful of you. Yeah, I'm just having trouble sleeping tonight. Any issues with the ranch at all? Anything I can help with? Well, you might think I'm completely nuts when I tell you this, but I'm trying to figure out how to bring a white Christmas to Chino Valley. There was silence on the other end of the phone for a few moments. Then Rebecca slowly said, "Okay. Mind if I ask what prompted this lofty goal?" Lofty goal. That expression sounded better to Meldrick than the parent who suggested shattering all of Evan's childhood aspirations with a sledgehammer. Well, Evan went to see Santa Claus at the mall, and he told him that the only thing he wanted this holiday was to have a white Christmas. His class has been reading Christmas stories, and most of them happen when there's snow falling. So he's under the impression that there can't be Christmas without some frozen precipitation on the ground. Ah, the shared delusion that for one day out of the year, every corner of the world is besieged by a snowstorm. Of course, we pass that on to our kids, and look what we get. Along with visions of sugar plums, our kids are dreaming of white stuff for the season. I know it's crazy, but I've got it in my head that I should find a way to make it happen. You planning on making some all-powerful weather machine that generates storm clouds and will produce snow or something? Meldrick chuckled. I told you that you'd think I was completely nuts. I don't suppose you have any ideas how I could make a snowfall. After all, you're the one who was the science whiz in high school and everything. How to make a snowfall. How to make a snowfall. I don't know if I have the answer to that one, my friend. I mean, I've done a lot of interesting science experiments with the kids. I know, and you've posted most of them to your YouTube channel. Still, I have no idea how you could generate snow all on your own. Maybe you and he could take off for the Christmas holiday and go up to the Snow Bowl. Meldrick, who had been slumping in his chair, suddenly sat up straight. Rebecca's suggestion made so much sense. After all, Evan wasn't asking Santa Claus to bring snow directly to his home. He only asked for a white Christmas, and it would only be a 2-hour drive to Flagstaff where the Snow Bowl was, high up on the San Francisco peaks. Even if there wasn't much precipitation in the forecast between now and Christmas, the ski resort had the machinery to make its own snow. So he could book a room for Christmas Eve, and once they awoke Christmas Day, voila! Snow as far as the eye could see. You know, that could probably work! I can't believe I didn't connect the idea before. Because you need a brilliant friend to help you figure it out. Now you better hop online and make your reservation before it's too late. Rebecca, you're a genius. Meldrick kept the phone to his ear as he opened up his laptop with his other hand and jumped onto the Snow Bowl's website. He clicked on the tab, Make a Reservation. As he glanced through the calendar for December, there were plenty of dates that had availability, but there was only one that mattered to Meldrick. C-Day itself. Meldrick's face fell as he realized that there were no vacancies from a couple days before Christmas through the New Year's Day holiday. No way to take the easy way out of his dilemma. Damn! No rooms available the entire last week of the year. I'm screwed! Oh, maybe you could try another ski resort. Maybe, but if Snow Bowl is full up, many of the others in the region probably are too. I don't suppose you have any other ideas. After all, you're the one who got your kids to have a competition to make the best volcano. Sorry, Meldrick, it's one thing to recreate an eruption with baking soda, vinegar, and food coloring, but I have no idea how to make snow, And even if I did, it's doubtful you could make enough to fill up your property and convince Evan that it really is a white Christmas. I don't know how else I can help you. Meldrick sighed. It's alright, Rebecca. On the bright side, I think all this activity has helped to make the warm milk take effect. I'm starting to feel sleepy, so I'll just say goodnight. Good night, my friend. Let me know if you need to talk more. Otherwise, sweet dreams. As Meldrick set his phone down, he highly doubted that his dreams were going to be sweet tonight. More than likely, he'd have a nightmare consisting of him chasing a whirlwind of snowflakes off of a desert mesa and landing in a bed of cacti. It was probably best for him to not think at all and focus on the things he could manage to do in the here and now. He had about 3 weeks before Christmas arrived, so he had time to think about how he could make a white Christmas happen in Chino Valley, even though others might think it was impossible.